up to a $600 order. When I tell you, I was so shocked. I didn't know what to do. At first, I thought one of my videos went viral and multiple people purchased from my website. And then when I looked and I investigated, I saw that one person bought multiple items from my website totaling $600. I was just like in shock. Honestly, I felt so grateful. I felt a bit overwhelmed with joy. Like, I just couldn't believe that this was happening. And I started my art business 2 years ago. And when I first started, I was sculpting yonis, and I came to terms with people not buying my art because of how niche it was and people might not be interested in it. So to start from that mental space and to now have someone purchase $600 worth of my art, it's just a huge change. And I want to talk a bit more about some techniques that I've developed throughout the 2 years, and also that customer, because that's a special customer. And I'm also going to be packing all of the items that the person purchased. So they purchased this necklace, which is called Starry. She's so pretty and tiny, one of my tinier necklaces. This is also a necklace on my website. I called this one Thea, so if you're interested in her, check her out. She's one of a kind. All of my necklaces are one of a kind, which is really cool. They also purchased an orchid necklace and earring set. So this is the necklace. These are the earrings. They're so cute. I love them. They also purchased this magnet, which is called Princessa. Princessa is so pretty. They purchased this beaded necklace. I actually just recently added beaded necklaces to my site because I get a lot of questions. Are a lot of people interested in purchasing my art, but they say it's a bit expensive, and I understand, but also have to charge my worth. So yeah. And she also bought this sterling silver blooming lotus pendant with an 18-inch necklace, so that's really cool. So this customer, I don't want to disclose who it is, but this customer actually purchased a yoni necklace from me maybe last summer. Yeah, the summer of 2024. And they purchased aquamarine. That was their first ever order, and it made my day. I feel like every purchase makes my day because I feel like people really like my art enough to spend money on it and support me, and it just makes me so happy. And then I can't remember all of the orders they made because they made 5 orders. They made 5 orders, and that just means so much to me. Like, I can't believe that person invested in me multiple times. Like, I just feel so grateful, and to wake up to that order was just so overwhelming. And you know, as an artist, it's really challenging sometimes. Even though I love my craft, it's also kind of challenging because the sales are a bit inconsistent, and I'm working on growing my community. That's why I've turned to YouTube, because I feel like YouTube is a way to be a bit more personable with people and like share deeper, intimate moments. And I've been doing this for 2 years now, and I've been on social media such as Instagram and TikTok, and I even got on Twitter, even though I didn't really maintain it, and like other social media platforms. And I feel like it's been really difficult, like especially with Instagram. And that's how this person came into my art, because I did a collaboration with someone who is is Instagram famous. I sent this person a necklace, and I'm currently working on a contract with them to make them a brand ambassador, so that's exciting. But this person who purchased from my website saw the future brand ambassadors video of the necklace that I made, and they followed me, and I also got a few other followers from that opportunity, which I'm very grateful of. And I still communicate with some of those people who followed me because they reached out expressing their love for my art, and I'm very social. If I see your message, I'll respond. Sometimes they get lost, but I try to respond to everyone because that's just who I am. I'm not stuck up or anything. But This person reached out and they were watching me for a while. Then they finally made their first order. Then they made multiple orders and I built that connection with them. And the order before this one, I actually sent them a free gift because I follow them from them following me. Like, I'm very cool, you feel me? Like, if I like your content and I see that you follow me, I'll follow you back. I'm just that cool. And I saw that they were expecting a baby, so I made them a cute magnet. And it was so unexpected. I didn't tell them, and they just recently, after they purchased everything from my site, they told me how grateful they were to have that magnet and how they were like not really expecting it. And it just made me think more about like building connections with your customers beyond just selling, like beyond the monetary, beyond the physical. Like, what can you provide to your customers to make them feel better and to build a deeper bond with them? And that's what my business, my art business, is rooted in. It's rooted in deep connection with others and also with yourself, mainly with yourself, and honoring the divine feminine. And I'm going to insert some of the messages that we exchange after I contacted them, after they purchased some jewelry, this big order for me, and it was just very wholesome. Like, they said that my art makes them feel in their power, and that's what I want. Even on my business cards, it says helping people discover their power one yoni at a time. That's my mission, to help people step into their femininity, whether you have a yoni or not, whether you're just an enthusiast, whether you just love women and love feminism, love the divine feminine. That's what my art is for. Like, every time I wear my piece, I feel like in my power. Like, and that's how I want other people to feel. I want people to feel in their power when they wear my art. I'm just like overwhelmed with joy. Like, I can't believe this person invested so much money in my art. And I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry, but I am gonna pack this order. Some ways that I try to increase like a returning customer is by packaging everything really nicely. I'm really big on packaging and just making sure everything is presentable, so that's what I like to do. And I take my time with every order, especially if I'm recording like I am now. And I think my packaging is really good. It's not even where I want it to be yet, but it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. I think packaging is really, really important to make your business stand out. Like, it just shows that you care, and especially depending on like your brand and why you create, I think it's so important to just go the extra mile and make sure that everything is beautifully presented and you're not rushing things. Or I know like the more orders you get, like the harder it is to make things look so pretty and perfect, but it's important. It's really important. It's like unboxing a gift like on Christmas or your birthday. Like, when you get orders, I don't know about y'all, but when I get an order, I get so happy. Like, I'm excited to see how it's packaged. Another thing that I think contributed to this order is sharing parts of myself with people on the internet, random people who soon become a community of people that support me and my work and want to invest in me. I think that's so important, to just share yourself with others and don't allow the fear of failure or fear of success hinder you from achieving your highest self. And if you feel like you're in the mindset where you're preventing yourself from actually achieving your goals, then you need to get out of that. Like, I don't know what other way to say it than allow yourself to shine. Allow yourself to shine. Stop being afraid to talk to the camera, or even, you don't even have to talk. You can do voiceovers. I feel like if you're not going to show your face, you have to do a voiceover. Like, some of my most viral videos are just me speaking, like voiceovers, not even me showing my face. Me speaking about something that connects to my brand and draws in people because it's relatable and it's controversial. Like, my art is very controversial. Like, not a lot of people make yoni art, and the people that do, they understand that it comes with a lot of backlash, especially if you share it with the world, whether that's in person or online. It's really different. Like, I'm starting to do more markets. Well, I'm thinking about doing markets again. I've been thinking about it, but like I said in my last video, if you haven't watched that already, it just has to align with my mission, what I want in my business. Like, it just has to align. It has to make sense. It has to make sense. Everything that I do just has to make sense. I'm at that point in my life where everything I do has to make sense. I don't have time to waste. Yeah, you just have to share yourself. You have to share yourself in the right ways, and the right people will connect with it. And not only do you have to share yourself, but this leads into the next point. You have to be consistent. Even if it's one video a week, you have to be consistent. And honestly, I can talk more about how I got multiple videos on multiple platforms in the hundreds of thousands. It's mainly shorts because I just started doing long form content, but my shorts, one of my videos is in, I think it has like 393K. And on TikTok, I have 2 accounts, one for my orchid art and one for my yoni art. And I also have 2 accounts on Instagram, but Instagram is kind of difficult for me to get engagement, but that's besides the point. But on TikTok, both of my accounts have videos in the hundreds of thousands. My Yoni account has multiple videos in the hundreds of thousands. I'm talking 200K, 300K, and I figured out—
Sorry guys, I have to change the mic setup. My neighbor is being really loud right now, so yeah. But I figured out what works for me, and I have a format that I follow for certain types of videos, and it works really well. And also, the voiceovers are really important. I can't stress this enough. If you're not going to show your face, you have to do a voiceover, and you have to make it personable, and you have to make it relatable, not only to others, but also to your mission. What is your mission? What do you want people to gain from your art? Sit down and figure that out before you even start creating. Well, honestly, I didn't know what I was doing when I started creating. I just started creating, and then everything came to me, and the puzzles to the pieces revealed themselves. So scratch that. Don't listen to that. But at least have some type of goal in mind, you know? Sorry guys, I had to get my mic and everything, so I'm kind of like all over the place, and I don't know where I was going, but this is raw and unfiltered, and I don't want to make any excuses. I want to get this video out. But I'm just really grateful. I don't even know what else to say, but I'm just so grateful that someone wanted to invest in my art. But yeah, I'm just so grateful. I don't even know what else to say. I think I might end it here and finish packing up the items and to ship them out tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just so grateful. I don't even know what else to say, but I'm just so grateful, and I'm looking forward to what's to come. I'm working on some very exciting things, and I can't wait to share them with you all, and even the process. Like, I like the idea of long form content, not only to build a community, but also to share what I'm working on and to be able to rewatch everything that I've done. So that's really cool. And if you're an artist and you found this video inspirational, make sure you subscribe, and also consider joining my newsletter on my website if you're interested in my art. I preserve real orchids and turn them into jewelry, and I'm also working on some bigger works of art. And I also make yoni sculpture. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you like this content, I'm going to be posting more. So stay in the loop, okay? And take care. Remember to do what makes you happy and keep going.